In the quiet town of Greenfield, Emily and Michael Carter were the picture-perfect couple. Emily, a vivacious woman in her early 30s, was known for her warmth and charm. Michael, her husband of 5 years, was a successful real estate agent with a sharp wit and an irresistible charisma. Together, they lived a seemingly idyllic life in a cozy suburban home. Emily's younger sister, Sophie, had always been a part of their lives. At 27, Sophie was free-spirited, beautiful, and magnetic in a way that drew people toward her effortlessly. She lived just a few blocks away and was a frequent visitor at Emily and Michael's home. The bond between the sisters was strong, or so Emily thought. One evening, as Emily cleaned the living room, she stumbled upon Michael's phone left unlocked on the coffee table. A message notification from Sophie caught her eye. Curious, Emily opened the thread only to find a series of messages that made her stomach churn. The messages were flirtatious, and as she scrolled further, the tone became undeniably intimate. Heart-pounding, Emily confronted Michael. He initially denied anything serious, claiming it was just harmless fun, but the betrayal stung Emily deeply. She decided to confront Sophie, hoping for an explanation, or at the very least an apology. Sophie, however, was unapologetic. "It's not what you think," she said, her voice calm. "There's something you don't understand." But Sophie refused to elaborate, leaving Emily with more questions than answers. Determined to uncover the truth, Emily began to watch Sophie and Michael closely. Sophie's frequent visits and lingering glances toward Michael suddenly took on a sinister edge. Late one night, Emily overheard a hushed conversation between the two in the backyard. She strained to listen but could only catch snippets. Words like promise, secret, and never tell Emily made her blood run cold. Her suspicions were confirmed a few days later when she found a crumpled receipt from a motel stuffed in Michael's jacket pocket. The date matched a day when Sophie had claimed to be working late. Emily could no longer contain her anger. She confronted both Michael and Sophie during a family dinner. The room grew tense as she laid the evidence on the table. Michael's face drained of color, while Sophie sat in stunned silence. But then Sophie dropped a bombshell. "It's not an affair," she said, her voice trembling. "It's about something that happened before you two even got married." Emily's confusion turned to shock as Sophie revealed that she and Michael had had a brief fling years before Emily and Michael's relationship began. But it didn't end there. Sophie confessed that during their fling, she became pregnant and secretly gave birth to a child. Fearing judgment and not wanting to disrupt Emily's life, she had placed the child up for adoption. Emily's world shattered. The sister she trusted and the husband she loved had hidden a life-altering secret from her. But Sophie wasn't done. The child is still in town," Sophie said quietly. "Michael's been helping me find her." Emily's grief turned to fury as she realized the depth of the betrayal. Yet she couldn't ignore the questions racing through her mind. Was Michael still in love with Sophie? Were they rekindling their romance under the guise of searching for the child? Unable to sleep, Emily began digging into their past. She discovered emails between Sophie and Michael discussing private meetings with adoption agencies and late-night drives to potential addresses. Each piece of evidence felt like a dagger to Emily's heart. One stormy evening, Emily followed Michael when he said he was going out for work. Her suspicions were confirmed when she saw him pull into a remote diner. Sophie was already there, sitting in a booth by the window. Emily watched as Michael slid into the seat across from her. Their body language was intimate, their heads close together as they whispered. Emily stormed into the diner, her voice shaking as she demanded answers. Michael tried to calm her, but Sophie finally broke. "We've found her," Sophie said, tears streaming down her face. "Our daughter." At that moment, a young woman walked toward the booth. A teenage girl with striking blue eyes, the spitting image of Sophie. Emily's world tilted as she realized the truth. The secret Sophie and Michael shared wasn't just about infidelity, it was about a child. A child they had kept hidden from her for over a decade. The fallout was catastrophic. Emily demanded a divorce, unable to forgive the lies and deceit. Sophie moved out of town, taking the girl with her and leaving Emily and Michael to pick up the pieces of their broken lives. Michael, consumed by guilt, tried to repair his marriage, but Emily couldn't see past the betrayal. The idyllic facade of the Carter family crumbled, and the town of Greenfield was left buzzing with whispers of scandal. For Emily, the betrayal cut too deep, leaving scars that time could never heal. And as for Sophie and Michael, their secret may have been exposed, but the damage it caused would haunt them forever.